But this, Riley's just said exactly one of the things that I know a lot of people are concerned about here as well. How are they going to compete with established e-ink brands? You know, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this. They also have the mini size as well. So that could be a way to kind of jump in as well for a little bit less. And they're going to send me a mini device at some point to have a little look at as well. Now, some people are concerned though, certainly with the Kickstarter. Absolutely, it's something that you should be aware of. Kickstarters, you need to be cautious with that. Have a little look at the terms and conditions. Are they going to return the money if you don't get the thing at the end? All of those things. It does seem like a pretty complete product in a, you know, it wasn't sent to me in a random cardboard box. It was sent to me really well packaged. They've got both cases, you know, they're far along in this. This is still a prototype. It's not a final device. So the couple of things I noticed in my original review, not quite perfect finish on that there. And that is something they're aware of, and they are actually improving for their final run. For example, currently there's a limited language support. So it only has 2 system languages, English and Chinese, I'm supposing that is. That will, I'm sure, improve as well. And generally, there's times we think there should be an option to do that here. You know, there should be more things in here, I'm absolutely sure. For a standard Android device, you'd expect to see more in there, but there isn't. So more to come, I think, in terms of their kind of app ecosystem, better with Google Play, I hope, in the future. You know, things like having a calendar so that you can put in the Google Calendar rather than just their calendar only. You know, I want that to sync with whatever calendar app that I want to use on my phone and things like this as well. And then lastly, if this is not an established company yet, will they still be here in 2 years or 4 years once you've bought this and you're still hoping that it gets upgrades? Certainly Boox will still be around at that point. Certainly Remarkable will still be around at that point. Supernote, all of those established brands as well. So you'll have to you do take a little bit of a risk with that at that point. But it does work well. It works well now, and it is more than promising. It is a working device, which is an impressive device, an impressive kind of idea, and it's a well-designed thing as well. Yes, the pen is magnetic. Can the notes be enlarged? It doesn't just seem to do pinch to zoom straight away. Is there a zoom function down here? Doesn't seem to have that. Perhaps you mean kind of resize them? I can resize them like this, so that works as you'd probably expect. I can see there's a cut, etc. That doesn't have a pinch to zoom within the notes currently though, that I can see anyway. And there has been no issues with hitting the physical buttons by accident. In a way, I wish it was a little bit, you know, I've just had to hit the home twice to get it right. I wish it was a little bit more sensitive. So I think they're kind of probably tweaking that sensitivity so you don't hit it by accident. It would be annoying. I was just writing on the Google Pixel tablet earlier on actually, and I was finding that I was hitting the home button with my hand as I was going at times. So, you know, that is something that people would try to get right. Perhaps they could have had clicky buttons, that would have been easier to not hit, but I think that they're okay actually. That certainly isn't a concern for me at this point. How do the vibes of Viwoods compare to the Daylight? I haven't got the Daylight tablet in to test at this point as well. So cool, yeah, I'd love to see them stick around. Competition does really help you as consumers, absolutely. And I think this is going to really push the Go 10.3, the Boox, and it's going to push other companies to do something slim as well. And it is going to push Remarkable as well. And if you're someone who just wants to know you've got the finish right now, this is probably it really. It doesn't have things like the AI scribble erase and the smart lasso, which are some amazing features from the Boox device. So that is where on the Boox device, you can just sort of scribble like this and it recognizes it as you're trying to scribble something out. Or if you just ring something on the Boox, without changing to a lasso tool, you select, which is quite cool as well. I will notice export being color as we get with related images on Boox 10.3. No, there's no option to change any colors that I can see in there at all. So that's not something that this could be exported in color. Maybe they will bring those things, you never know.